Welcome to Fable Table, an actual play live stream focused on critical world building, collaborative storytelling, and finding the fun in games. No funny faces from the cast today, so
I
we're
tried to make one. I went like or something.
I missed it.
I like nightmare stared it right into the camera.
And me not paying attention at the right times. Joining me today is the cast of Birds of the Shore. How's everyone doing?
I'm stressed.
Oh,
sorry. I had a stressful week as well. I'm better now.
I am also having a stressful week, but it is a little health related. So, is it tax related stress, Greg?
Kind of, yeah.
Work stuff.
A lot of things kind of together, but I have a lot of work to do, as evidenced by my continued data entry.
Okay. I should have checked in earlier and asked if everyone was good to play today, but everyone showed up to the call, so I guess I just assumed.
We're good. I'm gonna continue to type away a little bit, but I'm like gonna play. I'm not focusing on y'all.
Okay.
I just want to be productive as I do it.
Sounds good. Andy, how are you?
I'm doing well. It's Wednesday, and I have literally nothing to report. It's been a very boring week at work, other than the news that I might start using OBS and start using you all as a resource. So,
hell yeah. Well, we are also, the show is also about professional networking.
Human resources, networking, and stress. I love it. Oh.
Yeah.
So capitalism, exactly the thing we're fighting in.
And you fight what is in your blood along with all those microplastics. God, I'm having a great week. No need to ask me, Apollo. I'll tell you all about it.
Yes.
I've been playing Dark and Darker. It's a game, a demo / beta / whatever you want to call it. It looks like Morrowind mixed with Tarkov. And my God, is it awful, and I love it.
You're really upselling it.
They just added the voice proximity chat, and oh my God, have I been abusing it. It's fun as hell.
Define abusing it. Like
Whenever...
abusing people through it, or?
Yes, exactly.
Oh, okay.
You know, I'm a nice guy. I'll spare the little loot goblin who's running around with his 12 damage rondel dagger alone without a team. But when that motherfucker swings on me, I hold down the B button and I say, buddy, you made a mistake. And then I'm gonna go at him until one of us is dead. And usually it's gonna be him. It feels great.
Okay. It is described on their store page on Steam as an unforgiving hardcore first-person fantasy dungeon adventure.
It is an adventure for sure.
Especially playing with John.
On proximity chat, it is unforgiving.
Oh, just
when you said you were abusing people with the chat, I was expecting a little bit more off color than just "you, sir, you've made a mistake."
Well, I'm not allowed to quote myself, but Lol Karan sure can. A errant teammate of mine who often faces my ire when I cannot shit talk my enemies.
I see. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Corin.
Okay.
That was the PG version.
All right. Well, maybe I'll have to get the demo, which is running right now, and play it on the stream.
After game, bro. Let's do it. Let's load it up.
All right. Fine. Fine. I had a late afternoon coffee, so I'll probably be up after the stream. We'll do it.
Great.
Okay.
Soul Crusher, you listening, bro?
All right. Brian, you
Brian.
answered earlier. You said you were having a stressful week too. Do you want to talk about it?
Oh, yes. Oh my gosh. I won't be ignored, Nick.
Okay.
Big project coming up at work. We have like a 1,200 person gymnastics meet that I'm in charge of. And so this is going nuts. We're like in heyday. I've got a big part of it that we still have not solved, which I might have solved today, but it's been stressing me out all week. Plus, Dragon Warrior randomizer tournaments going on. I've had 2 races since the last stream. The first one Did great, did amazing, ended up winning by about 2 minutes over a good runner. Felt awesome. Monday night I had a second race, and sometimes in that game, Nick, the luck will be with you. You get a lucky crit. You'll run from that M8 at the right time and you'll be like, yeah, this is fun. And sometimes the game will take a ginormous fucking shit on top of your head. On a Monday night, that's what happened to me.
This is the most animated I've ever heard Brian.
Oh, I'm not done yet. I got destroyed. I had horrible luck. My controller started disconnecting. And you could literally, on the stream, hear the USB sounds of the controller disconnecting over top of my game audio, to the point I even got to the end of the game, finishing 15 minutes after everybody. I got to the Dragon Lord. You have to talk to him. There's 3 inputs talking to him, and the game ends. I got through the first input and my controller disconnected, and I sat there for a minute as the entire stream watched me sit there. I'm laughing my ass off. They couldn't hear me. And then finally I got the controller connected again. I got my new controllers today, Nick. I ordered them instantly off Amazon the moment the race was over. Would you like to see me destroy my old controller on stream right now?
I would. I actually very much would.
Well, I'm very much
hang on. Let me.
I also prepared my wife. Move
no. Wait. Holy shit.
Hold on.
Hammer.
He's got a hammer. Hold on.
Flip it.
I need to get ready to clip this.
Okay.
There we go.
All right.
Yes.
Do it.
Move your hand. Oh.
Brian.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Snap it in half.
Snap
it in half.
it.
Come on.
Snap. Hold snap.
Yeah. Oh, it's too powerful.
He's too angry. No.
Oh my god, they built those things to last. Oh!
That's amazing. Oh my
That was
god.
some good shit, Brian.
All right,
Oh,
I'm clipping this right now.
the wrath.
I'm so happy that's happened.
Oh.
Oh my god. All right. Brian tells us how his race went.
You broke Nick's brain.
Yes. Okay.
So, other than that, Nick, my week's been good.
Oh, good. Good.
I appreciate it. Let's play.
Okay, well, as I post the clip link here in the chat, Brian, you were watching last week's episode right before we hopped on. Do you want to recap for us?
I will do the best I can to recap without going into too much detail. As John will tell you, I do way too much when I recap. But last week at Birds of the Shore, we started out in our preparation for our infiltration of the Loricon Corporation. We got Dax established as a security officer. We moved in towards Maiden, the main city, and we did some scouting and some expedition. Norman led us, looked about making connections to get a soul crystal. Sunny decided to scout the area out. Wasn't very successful, but we did what we could. We found a guy named Tony Boberson who was going to sell us some soul crystals, but we ended up not doing a whole lot with that. Sunny was able to steal an ID card with the Loribucks Corporation, who is of course providing coffee, scones, and danishes to Loricon Corporation. And we also stole a bunch of uniforms. Good old Dax got himself an interview with Janice at HR and made one hell of a connection. Let me tell you, he's in like we're in good shape. Let's see here, what else? We talked with Diane a lot. Norm had a small episode where he ran through the ship naked with a tear gas grenade, chasing lettuce. It was a lot of fun. But we lost a tear gas grenade, but you know what? It is what it is. And then we got Diane drunk on gin, I believe, if I remember correctly. We did some other scouting. Dax grilled some of his security subordinates, other people, for some information. And then by the end, we came up with a plan to infiltrate the Loricon Corporation.
Yes. Go on.
We have jobs. Lettuce is going to create devices to set off large distractions, stink bombs, explosives that Sunny will hide in the Loribucks stuff. Scones, danishes, coffee, commemorative mugs, everything. It's going to smell. It's going to explode. It's going to be awesome. Norm is set up and ready because we are here to not only gather information, but we are here to rescue our former compatriots from our rebel organization who've been captured in their efforts to gather information. And he is ready with explosives, bombs, and guns to go in hot once we gain their location. Diaren is set up as the wheelman, ready to pilot our shuttle and get all of us out of there quickly. And Dax has an important job, perhaps the most important job of all, to set line shunts in the area. 1, at his security desk, 2, in the security office where the cameras are, and 3, with Janice in HR, so that Sunny can hack the system and get us all in.
Forgot that we were putting one in the HR department.
Okay. Sorry, who is got the bombs to break the people out of jail?
That's
Apparently
gonna be
me.
Okay.
You totally
don't
agreed to it
remember.
last week.
Perfect.
I watched the stream. You're like, sure.
Okay.
You might have been paying attention. I don't know, but you agreed. So it's all good.
I got a debt charge. I'm fine.
Yeah, we're good.
All right.
Okay. So let us open up with this montage as you've described it, Brian. So we see Dax going to work. In his work bag, he's got a number of line shunts, probably an extra one just in case. Like we see him, like, you handing him 3 line shunts, and he's like, and you hand him a 4th, and he puts them in his bag. We cut to him like walking into work and like waving at the people at Lori Bucks. There's Norm, who like tips his not Norm, Lettuce, who tips his work hat as he's working at the in corporate headquarters location there in the cafe. Norm is just sitting in the shuttle outside with Aaron, who has just like a high collared shirt or jacket on and a hat to cover their
He's got a cowboy hat.
yes. Covering their anti-Viridian.
He's been intently watching the entire 50 episodes of the Fast and the Furious series, plus Smokey and the Bandit, plus Speed, plus Drive. Like, we've got him ready to go.
Yes.
He knows that. He's our wheelman.
In fact, he's still watching like shows and movies on his data pad, the data pad you've given him.
We showed him Speed, the one where you had to keep the big old bus over 65.
Well, he's driving a shuttle, right? So,
We assume that we got him like a silky bomber jacket with a embroidered scorpion on it to commemorate his new career. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
The big collar is the jacket from Drive. Okay.
Yes, except it's like extremely high collared, so he can just like not be noticed. Windows of the shuttle definitely tinted, unnecessary. But you know, he doesn't want to be seen. Doesn't want to be made.
Tint those space windows.
Yes. Okay, so Norm and Aaron are hanging out in the shuttle. Norm's waiting to go bomb people out of prison or jail or wherever they're being held. And then what are you doing, Sunny? Where do you fit into this plan?
I mean, Sonny's plan was to, first of all, steal a truck. Because when we go to make this entire endeavor, we need to steal one of the trucks from Laura Bucks so we can get into the loading dock. That's how we're all getting in the building. So as we're doing the montage where Lettuce is already in there working at the Laura Bucks station, that I'm sure Sonny's got the coffee cart up on the 14th floor, like walking around and trying selling pastries to people out in the corporation, and then going into the break room and stocking them, including that little extra like commemorative like Starbucks like Laura Bucks mug that has the stink bomb with the detonation charge in it, ready to just explode as soon as Lettuce hits his big red button. I imagine it has an arrow pointed to it that says, "Don't push this right now." And then another arrow on the other side that says, "I know you really want to push this, but don't push it until Sunny says go."
Okay. All right. So you get up into the break room. You've got your coffee cart. Lots and lots of people are engaging with you and grabbing extra pastries and danishes and stuff.
Nick, how many credits do I make?
Uh,
Selling coffee. Also, you're just supposed to tell me how many credits I was supposed to pay for the stink bombs. So do we want to like even it out and flatten it out?
Oh, it was supposed to be double whatever a normal grenade is. I think it was like 100.
Mind, that's right. Yeah, I did mark
100
that
credits. Go ahead and roll me give me a D200, Brian.
All right.
And I will transition us to our rolling screen here.
113.
Oops. Hang on one sec. Chat, I need to switch the source.
You can't give me the number. I'm too fast.
There you go.
Next time I'll wait to roll.
I'm sorry?
Next time I'll wait to roll.
Oh, you're fine.
Until then.
Yeah. So you this is in tips. You make 113 credits in tips.
Nice.
Are you
What the fuck?
what?
Really?
Yeah.
And for like 1 day of work?
Hey, he worked. Y'all work.
God damn.
Y'all quote unquote work at Loricon headquarters. These are some very wealthy white collar workers here.
Also assume that Sunny tweaked it so that the like payment screen has like a massive 25%, tip, and then like a little tiny button that's like no tip.
Yes, not a complete hellscape.
I remember working at Starbucks, man. That we'd be lucky if we saw that kind of money. Holy shit.
I made basically no tips working at Jamba Juice, except for one regular who would tip me like $20 every time he came in. Yeah.
Where's that guy?
What was his smoothie?
It was a custom smoothie, and he would also give us a 5-hour energy to blend into it, which we were not supposed to do. But he tipped very well, so we did it.
There you go.
Okay. So, Sunny, you are waiting for, or no, Lettuce is waiting on you. And what are you waiting for to happen?
I'm waiting for the go ahead from Dax, because once everything is in place, I'm going to try to sneak off and get access to some way to start my hack of the system.
Okay.
We have several goals. One, we want to get in the basement to download information from the Lorca Corporation. It was where everybody got caught last time.
Yes.
Two, we need to find the location of where our compatriots are so that when we get out of Lorca, we can go get them.
Yes. Okay. So then we will pick up with Dax, who is stepping into work. And today you are expected. I'm trying to find the name of the people you're working with. Tom. Yes. Your supervisor's Tom, and then we have a couple other named security officers, Brandy and Phil.
Yep.
Who you've kind of made some connections with, and who are they're all impressed by you, and they've been trying to make you feel a part of the team. You all have like a security meeting first thing in the morning, but on your way in, you have opportunity to stop at the front desk where there is a security station. Brandy is working it right now, and will be missing the meeting to stay present at the desk. Do you try and chat her up and make an opportunity to plug in your shunt here, or are you going to wait?
Sure, I absolutely will. I think I approach Brandy, and I say, "Oh, unfortunate. You got you sitting out here instead of in the important meetings, huh?"
Well, somebody's got to be at the desk. Can't
even pull seniority. I know you've been working hard out here.
I mean, usually Tom will catch me up afterwards on his way to the next thing, so I'm not too worried about it.
Oh, that's good of Tom. Yeah.
Still waking up though, and she's got a Lori Bucks coffee cup.
That's good stuff. Have you ever had and I pull out from my pocket one of the like really artisanal do-it-yourself coffees that I bought to give as a gift to the daughter of my informant, Yazoo. or no, the cousin of my informant Yazoo, but who was like abducted, so I never could give her a college gift of coffee. And
nice.
I like hold it like this. I hear this will blow your mind, wake you right up.
Stop barking. Take a treat instead. Oh my goodness. I mean, I've had like instant coffee that tastes like rocks. Tastes like the stuff they kick off their boots after they come back from Algar, mining.
This comes from the Academy of Shemaya. They have a whole market full of like open air traders, and I scoured it for the good stuff.
Wow. And
hey, I know you're working pretty hard out here and you get to miss the meeting. You want some of this? I'll look after your post for you while you go make it.
You got time to make it before the meeting? Sure, I can.
Yeah. Should be a quick brew.
Okay. Yeah, you'll cover the desk for me?
Will do.
All right. Is this going to be your first time covering the desk?
How hard could it be?
Well, with your record, I'm sure it'll be fine. And she'll take off and give you the opportunity to plug the shunt in. She'll come back ooh. Brian, how big are these shunts? Does the book like talk about how obvious they are?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But I'm going to look right now.
Okay.
Well, you fill time, and then I will do the best I can to give you an answer.
Thank you. Then you will. So, okay. I mean, I'm not going to worry too much about it. I would assume since it's something you're supposed to be able to plug in and then like leave and be able to hack from far away.
The idea with them is to leave them in place to keep a hack running.
Right.
So I'm sure that they are in some way disguisable or not conspicuous.
Yeah, fair enough.
You want to know what it is? I plug it in like a USB stick, but I find the spot where like the mouse and the keyboard and the Ethernet cable are all plugged in. So it just looks like another utility.
Right.
Like,
yeah. Cool. Then Brainy will come back, let you head off to the meeting, and say, I am really looking forward to this. It smells good.
Enjoy. All right, I gotta hustle.
Give me a 2d6 for how good it actually is.
Okay, yeah.
I found the description of the line shunt.
Yeah, go for it.
These palm-sized discs are roughly 1 centimeter in thickness with an adhesive side that will stick to virtually anything in a polychromatic phase compound on its shell, which will shift color to blend in with its surroundings.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
These things are sneaky.
Okay, so it's like the devices you see people like throw on the bottoms of cars in the movies.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Okay. The coffee's pretty good, apparently. An 8 on 2d6. You head into the meeting. There are some updates that you will probably find interesting, but not super important to the mission at hand. There is going to be a series of increasing security protocols over the next few weeks as corporate security all over the sector is ramping up. There has been a lot of rebel activity, like active groups of rebels fighting against corporations on other planets. There has been fights breaking out in the streets of Warren. There have been ships doing battle over the gas planet of Vet. Saber, especially with the changing landscape as the what did we call it? The wilt is spreading around the planet. And creeping into towards the city of the main city on Saber. What did we call it? Lichen Drop.
Yes.
There's been a lot of activity from the Agony. They kidnapped a kid on Shemaya, or kidnapped college students on Shemaya. There's been corporate break-ins on Aketi. And there has been sabotage by other like terrorist factions of the Rebel Alliance on Istri. where Wacom is located. There's also been increased pirate activity around the reef and between the major solar systems of the shore, both like raiding ships for supplies and sometimes just completely like hijacking ships and taking them into the reef. So corporate enforcement is ramping up their production of like automated drones to kind of police the area and fight against the rebels. But right now, execs don't want to like raise a bunch of red flags around the corporate headquarters. So we will be strategizing and figuring out ways to kind of make things be more secure without making people feel terribly like worried and under an iron boot, so to speak. So Tom says I'll be working with the security leadership team. Phil and Brandy and I will be discussing strategies, talking with our peers at other corporations, and of course putting in orders with Moonlock Securities for more stuff. So just anticipate that we'll be doing more trainings and protocols will be changing. Basically a lot of the activity that Sunny would have heard that other rebel ships, the kind of stuff that they're getting involved in is getting on the radars of the corporations. A lot of stuff that you all have not been involved in. Okay. So that will lead us to the next opportunity for you to install a line shunt, which will be the main office. Tom, upon like concluding the meeting, will like say like I'll be in the head office if anyone has any questions or needs to follow up with me. So he starts heading in that direction.
Okay. Well, clearly need to follow in. Actually, yes, I guess I will follow in. I was thinking of trying to bring in the like front desk people and being like, clearly, if there's updates and protocols, these people need to like be in on it. But I think that might be a little presumptive of station. So Dax pauses, his mind clicking, and then eventually like ceasing to click fast enough to come up with that plan, like in a way that makes sense and just follows.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. As you follow Tom into the office, he'll ask if you like, hey, did you have any questions for me?
Yeah, did actually. You see on and I like put down the book from the that he gave me, like the training manual. I'm like, you'll see that subsection 1063A over here tells us that we're going to need to have eyes on the door to the server room at XYZ time and this, and you're talking about some changes that I think there's going to be a gap here if in the like observation, and I'm trying to like tie him down into the details of like when exactly the robots that are coming in to like take some eyes and ears over and that like changeover, and I'm like trying to lay it down tactically, like we need to make sure we've got this gap covered, and as I'm pointing him into the like manual, trying to get him to like focus on that, and I want to give the computer the old like reach around shunt drive.
Okay. So this will either be a charisma sneak or a dex talk.
Let's do a dex talk because that sounds so funny. All right. Do I? No, never mind. That was for future problems.
Yes, that has not come up yet. Okay, that's an 8. That is a success. Yeah, you get Tom distracted in some actually legitimate concerns, but he has a quick he's either like, great, I'll make note of that, or here is what that's supposed to mean, etc., etc. He addresses the concern quite quickly, but it's enough to distract him.
Perfect.
And in taking you seriously. So great. And last will be, as you head out of this room, will be the HR. The HR.
Oh, I have an idea for that.
Yeah.
I am like in the time. I'm sure that there are like scheduled breaks or something for the employees. Like on my break, I'll just kind of knock on the door and be like, "Hey, you wanna take a quick pop over to the cantina?"
Oh my God, do I ever? We had a staff meeting this morning and door closed. Marco, oh my God.
Close this door.
No, let's get out of here. I do not want to be here right now.
Go grab your coat and I'll see you there.
Okay. Wonderful.
And as she like gets ready to go get a bite at the cantina, I just whack that
Perfect.
last line shunt in.
Hell yeah.
And then I give the old like, hey, I'm gonna need like 20 minutes, but you're in.
Not very nice. Very nice. Okay. So you place all of these line shunts. The only person who would have been super suspicious based on your description of action would have been Tom, and you handled that very well. So you signal to Sunny that you're going to need about 20 minutes?
Yeah, I'm just kidding. I'm basically like, hey, need to pop by the cantina first, but you're in.
Okay. All right. So Dax gives you the signal, Sunny, that things are good to go and that he is heading downstairs to the cafe.
I think that's the point when I signal Norm, because I want Norm to come in the building with his, of course, Laura Books uniform and be ready, because we've spied at this point, between Lettuce and myself, the access to the basement. I'm sure there's probably a guard there. When this distraction occurs, things are going to go haywire, but I need my muscle to help get through that area. We need to get down there. We need to hack that system, and we're going to need to be able to find several things. We're going to need to find the location of our compatriots, and we're going to have to download all the information from that particular server on the Lorcan Corporation and where their soul crystals, their undamaged ones.
Okay. So Dax would have been able to inform you from his time at work. There are stairs and elevators to the basement levels where you're expecting there to be the servers. However, there is in fact, I think, Dax, you've been pointed out the area that is called like the private server rooms.
Yes, the private server rooms.
Yeah.
They have to be accessed by
VIPs, basically.
By VIPs, basically by Tom, is what I was told.
Did he say he had the access to it?
I think that's what I have. That's what I have in my notes, but maybe I misinterpreted.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. So Tom has access as well as quite a few VIPs, which I think he would have articulated to you. And I distinctly remember mentioning this, that it's like a bunch of the like owners of various corporations.
Yes.
Yes. So you've seen it, but you have never been let inside. And it is easily accessible. It's easy to get to that door, and there is no one guarding that door. There is just a fob access point to unlock the door. Okay. So Sunny, you said Norm should head down that way.
Yeah, I think Norm can do what he wants.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay, Norm's a little confused, so I'm gonna bring this query. We're doing. Give me the stress, Nick, because we're doing a flashback.
Okay.
John needs to understand a little bit more about what he's doing in the plan here. Or did I say, John? I'm breaking character by being in character, guys. Norm has gone crazy. So we're hacking in. And you want me in there with the bomb while we're doing the hack? Or do you want that to come after or before? Or when am I blowing the building up? Am I blowing the building up?
Only wants Norm to be there and ready because he expects he expects the plan to go wrong at some point. And we need somebody who is there, ready and available to save our butts in case something goes wrong. We don't need you for the hack. We don't need you for the devices in the building. We don't need you for the security. Dax has that covered. We need you as fail-safe backup because something's going to go wrong. Somebody's going to come get us, and we need you to help get us out.
Okay, I'll be nearby with a truck of explosives, I guess.
I love it.
Okay. All right. So, sounds like the plan is set up and we're ready to pull the trigger on the stink bomb and Lori Buck's explosives.
Yep.
Okay. Are you firing these off right away, or are you waiting for Dax to finish up with Janice?
I will wait for Dax to finish up with Janice.
Okay.
I will tell Lettuce that, who is in there, of course, working at the Laura Buck station on the main floor, correct?
Yes.
That's where we had you. I will tell you to do whatever you can to create a panic along with the distraction, which I have no worries or qualms that you will be able to do. And then I will wait for Dax to get back and ready because he's immediately going to be deployed and he's the one that's going to be able to tell us whenever the jig is up because essentially he'll be on the comms when they maybe detect me trying to make the hack.
Okay. All right. So, Lettuce. How is your first day of being a barista going?
As well as you could expect. I think Lettuce is very interested in the workings of a fancy espresso machine and the craftsmanship of it, but is pulling garbage shots and super defensive when he gets called out on it.
Hi, my name is Kelly with one L and two I's. I just got my grande espresso. Yes, it is a grande with just shots. It's like 16 shots. It tastes awful. Normally, I have Terrence who makes my espresso. I don't know who you are. What name do you have on your little employee name tag?
It has to be food related. It always is.
It's charred. It's charred. Parentheses Richard.
Excuse me, charred Richard. Yeah, this is awful. Can I ask you to make this again, please? It's awful.
Sure. I'm gonna make it awfully for you again. You got it. And I proceed to no. That's okay. I got it. And I take the cup out of her hands, and this is like a disposable paper cup, right?
Yes.
Okay, I dump it out and then put it on the little upward spraying glass cleaner that they use for the milk steamers, and just turn that paper cup over and be like, "We'll take it again." And I make sure to scoop espresso from the spent espresso pucks, not freshly ground coffee.
Are you being super obvious about this?
I look up and if she's making a face, I go, "Don't worry, special recipe. This is exclusive."
I mean, you told her you were gonna make it again awfully. So yeah, she's staring daggers at you right now.
Yeah.
Can I speak with your?
Do I have a trainer? Is there someone I'm supposed to be shadowing and they've abandoned me? What's happening?
My guess is you falsified some paperwork to make it seem like you were transferring from another place.
Oh, that's right. Okay. This is how we do it on Shemaya. So, it's I mean, you really should be broadening your horizons.
I really don't care how they do it on Shemaya. Can I speak to your manager, please?
Oh, sure. and I duck down behind the counter and put a different name tag on that says manager and rise back up.
Oh my god. Do you know?
Is there something to do with today?
Yeah. I don't know what's going on here. Am I like on some sort of like Vine video?
I believe you just wanted.
Where's the camera?
Yeah.
Who's filming this right now? This is fucking ridiculous.
Listen, Kalili. There's no reality show. You live in my world. You're gonna drink my fucking coffee.
Ugh. Give me
Doing intimidation.
Yeah, I need some sort of ridiculous.
Oh my god.
I have the idea that Lettuce just didn't like this is like Dax's idea and Lettuce just went along with it. So he's just like, whatever, I'm at the fucking coffee shop, I guess. Like couldn't I just be like a patron sitting in the fucking coffee shop? But no, I gotta be behind the counter. So I'm just being shitty about it.
Nick. Can you make him make a charisma punch check?
A charisma punch.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds right.
Right.
I will.
Charisma punch.
Hell yeah. Oh,
And this is to see how successful I am at telling this person you're drinking my coffee. Go fuck yourself. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm living a barista's, like dream wish fulfillment scenario right now. Where you just need to yell at people.
Charisma punch,
Yes.
aka dealing with Karens. She's just like, oh my god, I'm never coming here again, and I work here. That's how bad this customer service is. She like glares at the other employees working with you that are just standing here watching you, as well as a bunch of other customers or guests, as they put it in the employee manual. And everyone is staring at this woman who is trying to make a scene, but making herself look terrible. And she walks away.
I pick up some fresh espresso grounds and salt bay them at her as she walks out the door.
Excellent. And a lot of people just start laughing and like covering their mouths. You've got quite a crowd gathered here. And Sunny has given you the signal. It's time.
All right, I pull out my detonator, which has two notes on either side. One that says, if you're smart, turn this over. And then the other side it said, if you're smart, turn this over. And I turn it over several times before I get my own joke. And then press the button, not before I also pull several rubber rats out of the apron pocket of my uniform.
Okay. All right.
And hit the rats. And throw the rats at everyone and just say, you can't eat here, there's rats, and just start running.
Jesus Christ.
And then he honks his clown horn.
Honka honka. Okay.
I assume I got any rubber rats were provided by Norm, I assume.
Oh, you know it.
In the Halloween section of his
Really? Here's the
storage
thing.
area.
They weren't rubber. They were real rats. They were just on heavy sedative.
Oh no.
They're just suddenly animated. You're like, is this a robot? What's going on?
Okay. So you all set off these explosives and stink bombs. Okay. All right. Is there anything that you want to add in this moment before shit hits the fan? Okay.
How could you add more to that?
Okay. So what kinds of explosives did you give Lettuce to blow up this lorry bucks with?
I think these were the stink bombs, yeah?
We got stink bombs to make smelly noises, but the idea was to add like small charges in to set them off so that we would get noise and smells and smoke and everything.
So they're not particularly destructive. It's just...
No, that comes later with Norm.
Okay.
Oh, great.
We're just gonna escalate the levels of explosives. We're gonna go from just smells to slight flashes and bangs to heavy detonators and grenades. Okay, so Lettuce sprinkles, ducks down, turns the thing over, hits the sides, and bang, 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 rats flying everywhere, cups and sleeves and straws and coffee grounds flying everywhere. And almost immediately, as the stink bomb is going off upstairs with a flash and a huge puff of smoke, smelly smoke, there are alarms going off throughout the entire building. Like a fire alarm, essentially. Dax, you immediately on your like walkie-talkie are getting an alert that's basically telling you that there is some sort of emergency happening on the main floor in the lorry bucks, and also something going on in the staff room on the 14th floor. And Tom is immediately getting on the walkie-talkie and going like, "What's going on? I'm getting an alert." Does anyone have eyes?
Am I seeing it? Do I have eyes, or can I be like, "Narp"?
It is entirely up to you how you want to respond.
Okay.
And where you want to be at this moment.
I want to sell him on it being an emergency. So I chime in like, yes, got eyes. We've got explosions in the main hall. Looks like somebody snuck in as a barista. We need to like. I'm terrible at military speak. Like, we need the guns, baby. Give me the big ones. Like, there might be more of them. Right. I'm trying to bait Tom into going to the arms locker so that I can meet him there, subdue him, and like lock him in there. Take his stuff.
Okay. He is going to respond with Dax, if you are you able to subdue the perp?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can do that.
Then he says, Brandy, I want you to meet me at the gun locker while Dax attempts to subdue the perp. Dax, if it is unsafe for you to do so, I want you to back off.
Okay.
I am releasing access to firearms for anyone that needs to arm themselves. All weapons on the 14th, 15th, 13th, first and second floors will be accessible.
I thought there was only like one building.
No, well, no.
There's like one storeroom. I thought that he
showed you one. To. I think I said there was some on like every few floors. So like basically, no, you're good. Right. Does that change
right, so
how you would?
Here's my thing. I'm gonna Rambo leap into the cloud of stank and rats, and this incredible performance by Lettuce as a barista. And I'm gonna like tackle him, and then I'm gonna whisper in his ear like, "Come with me, we gotta be quick." And like I'm gonna like yank him up as if I'm escorting him, and we're gonna rush towards where Tom is.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to like get him by surprise by like bringing this guy with me and being like, "I subdued the main perp. He says there's more of them," right? And then like we're gonna try to, and that'll be the cue when I like let go, and he's gonna take Brandy and I'm gonna take Tom. We're gonna try to bring him down.
Okay. Why don't you first give me an exert to try and beat them to the weapons locker?
Okay. Exert.
Yeah. Andy, can I get an exert from you as well?
Is this like dexterity to like move through like obstacles? Is this like strength, the burst of speed, or is this like I gotta run up 4 flights of stairs? This is exhausting.
I mean, I think you're on I think you have to go up like 1 floor probably. Exert
dodge evacuating
Yeah.
people. Right?
I'll take strength or dexterity.
I think it's charisma because I say, "Hey, look over there."
I don't.
Give him the hard no, Nick.
I don't think so. I think this is strength or dexterity.
Dex.
That's a 10. Nice.
Solid.
And a 9. Perfect. Okay, yeah. Y'all are able to rush up, and you definitely beat them. Like they're not even here yet. And Dax, you're able to access the weapons locker. There is a shitload of corporate weapons here. You know, shotguns, assault rifles, pistols. There is a lot of like stun weapons as well. Flashbangs, batons, rubber bullets for weapons as well.
Okay. I don't know about you, Lettuce, but I'm thinking maybe we quickly grab some weapons and like stuff them in the back of your like waistband or something, or like in the apron, and then I'll like post up outside of the door and wait for them to get there, and then we'll do the like, I got him, but he says there's more, and then like surprise, and we like subdue them really quickly.
Can they just see us run past them? How are they going to fall for it twice?
Did they see us? Like, was my confusion. I was hoping that I would like grab you, bring you up there, and then like as we met them at the door, we would like jump them with that surprise tactic. But we got there ahead of them, so I'm not sure.
Got it. Yeah,
I'm not sure what the new way to go about it might be.
No, you're right. We'll do a sick prisoner move and
sick.
Yeah. All right. So I pack all the guns under my apron. And do they have grenades in this armory?
They do not have lethal grenades. But they have flashbangs.
Okay. I take handfuls, as many as will fit in the apron pockets. And like even stuff too into like the little shirt pocket.
You get 4.
Damn.
Fuck. Okay. While this is happening, Sunny, what are you doing as you flee the stinky scene?
Sunny didn't have to flee the stinky scene because he got himself in place and then signaled lettuce. Sunny is down, ready to make his traverse to the basement. I'm going to get to a security terminal and start my hack.
Okay.
I have some very dedicated things that I prepared and I'm ready to do.
Yes.
We have one line shunt in the security terminal that Dax has set up. I'm going to use that to instantly try to cut communications so that when Tom and all the other security people try to coordinate, they get nothing but static.
Excellent.
I have one line shunt in HR where I'm going to plant a whole shit ton of information implicating Marco in this dastardly scheme to go ahead and cause a manifesto, exactly, cause mass confusion due to his love for Janice, his hatred for Tom. And last but not least, I am going to loop the security cameras with the line shut in the security office so that when they look at the camera to see what's going on down in the sub-basement, they see nothing but a blank loop with nobody standing there. And then I will try to download the entire database that we were sent to find and get out before I get caught. That is my plan. You tell me what you want me to do.
Okay. So the last one, the database you're trying to download is like the private server is cut off from what you have access to right now. Like you do.
The whole point of the hack is to allow me to get to that without being seen and get caught.
Okay. I would like, let's start with the cutting comms, because I think that'll be really important for the other scenes. You have, so normally these are a DC
25.
Shut up.
They're like DC 14 to 16 checks because of the area, but we've used 3 line shunts for the very explicit purpose of keeping these hacks open.
Okay.
So I would request that you set me a DC that seems reasonable. And then I feel like if I keep succeeding, it should make it easier and easier. Would maybe not raise the DC.
Right, because these are all happening simultaneously.
Mhm.
So
Right.
yeah, failing one will not impact the others.
Okay.
But it's just if you repeatedly try to do one, if you fail it, each one will kind of be on its own track. So we start with a, these are all like subvert it or sabotage a system, which is DC 10. Hacking circumstances, this is not rushed. These are, I think the security systems are particularly sensitive, and these are mega corporations. So these are each going to be DC 13.
Okay. So all these hacks are DC 13?
I believe so. Does that sound
plus modifier?
I'm sorry.
On a 2d6 plus modifier. I mean, technically, I get to roll more d6s, but yeah, this is really hard. Okay. First one coming in. I have a black slab, which gives me a modifier of a +1.
+1, yeah.
Do I have any other modifiers from the line shunts that are in place, or are those designed to help in some other way?
I thought line shunts allow you to.
They do fuck all, Shadow.
I thought they allow you to remotely hack things.
Okay. I mean, I have to have the line shunts in place to even attack the major corporations, but there's a modifier for it being a major corporation that also gets added in. So I don't know. It seems like it's
Shadow.
redundant.
Oh, well.
I'm just arguing for lowering the DC that is the major corporation DC by putting the line shunts in place. Does that make sense?
Wait, I can.
What's up?
Go ahead, John.
Just a little bit more as your paralegal here, okay?
Okay.
You have been nonstop hacking mega corporations and their security for about 9 sessions now.
You did get the security protocols from that's right. From
Brucius and from
okay. So that will take off. Yes. So I had said this is a mega corporation, which was a +2 modifier, so I'm going to bring these down to a DC 11.
Okay.
So the security is DC 11, the HR is DC 10.
Okay. Security coming in first.
Okay. To cut the comms.
I'm going program intelligence.
Perfect.
Fair?
Yeah, that is what a hack is. Okay, so that is complete. So Dax
comms are down.
So Dax, as you are, diving to grab lettuce, you're hearing Tom like communicating with other people on the call or on the walkie-talkie. And it just cuts out. It just completely cuts out. And I think you do see Brandy like running from the security desk, and she sees that you have lettuce in hand. So I'm gonna like retroactively come back, and she's like, the it stopped working. I'm gonna go check the front desk and like order people to calm down, which is going to explain why she is late. Since she was coming from the same area as you. Okay.
I like it.
Great. So that is effective, Sunny. Your second hack. Do you want to loop the security cameras, DC 11, or implicate Marco, DC 10 first?
I think we're looping the cameras first.
Okay. Give me another program int check. DC 11. Ooh, not quite.
That's a 9. That's a terrible set of rolls. A 1, a 4, and a 1 on my 3d6.
Yeah.
Good thing I get re-rolls, Nick, as an expert. I think we're going to use it on this one.
Okay. This is an important one. Okay, well, just to be clear, there will be other hacks involved with the server downstairs. I just want to make sure that you are...
Maybe I want to save this. And now, reading the hacking rules, it seems like on failing a hack, I need to immediately make a second hack versus the DC, or I get noticed.
On failure, the system is alerted to the hacker and reports to any overseer. The result of this depends on the nature of the organization. And you oh, I see. It was the first line. On a hack, you must immediately make a second hack versus the original DC. On a success, they avoid alarm and location trace.
Okay. Can I make this next hack to see if I get caught or if I get noticed?
Yeah, we can do the hack save first. So yeah, give me a second hack DC 11. Okay.
No problem.
All right.
I don't get noticed, but I do not get a chance to loop the cameras, apparently.
Correct.
Okay. I have a plan for that.
Yeah. All right. And then you're implicating Marco hack.
Implicating Marco hack going.
DC 10. Ooh. All right. Give me another hack to see if they are alerted.
HR is gonna catch him.
God damn it.
What?
Wait a minute.
15.
Nick, that's a 5 and a 6.
That is a 5 and a 6. That's incredible. Okay, so this was also fail, but no notice. Okay. Dang, this is like the first time you've like majorly not succeeded at hacking, it seems.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Sonny will go to his backup plan, reaching into his pack, pulling out the physical copy of the manifesto and throwing it under the desk next to him.
Borex's manifesto?
No, Marco's.
Oh, you made a Marco
Scratched out.
Okay.
I'm kidding. That seems cheap. I failed the hack, so Marco may not be implicated, but there's at least some signs that he was there, because I almost passed the check.
Yes.
Maybe
yes.
they can connect the dots later. Maybe it was.
We'll see. We'll see. Okay.
And then Sonny, knowing that his cameras are not looped, will make his way down to the basement.
If you how funny would it be if you failed to implicate Marco, but they like pinned it on Janice?
No.
I mean, the line shunt is going to be on her system when they find it.
When they find it, yes. I mean, it would have been better if you had failed the second roll, because then they would have traced the line shunt to her office.
True.
Okay. Norm, you and Aaron are sitting in the car when you see a couple of flashes inside the windows of Loricon headquarters. A bunch of alarms start going off, and Aaron's like, well, looks like we're starting.
Aren't you supposed to be in the shuttle?
We're sitting in the shuttle.
I thought I was in a vehicle, like a car, truck, or something.
You all didn't provide me one. We just used the shuttle and the ship.
Oh, God damn it.
Norm, have you been sneaking into Dax's supply?
No, I've just been writing my own manifesto with a fake name. Well, I haven't gotten the signal yet, Ari, to blow a hole wherever I need to go.
Please don't call me Ari.
Oh, fuck. I forgot your name.
It's Diaren.
Diaren. I'm so sorry, Diaren.
Aaron for short.
God damn it. I was a letter off. Cut me some slack here. I'm trying. I radio to Sonny. Sonny, what am I doing?
Sonny will respond, be like, things are going great. Maybe get yourself inside the building in case we need you. There's tons of confusion. Should be easy.
I look to the alien as I grab a duffel bag of, I guess, plastic explosives. I'll see you in a bit.
Then you hear Sonny in your ear say, Norm, maybe disable all the security vehicles in the security bay.
Okay, I'll do that.
Do you need me to drive you over there? Do you need me to drop you off?
Yeah, I do. Thanks. Can you, like, go to their security parking lot?
Yes. Sonny, Dax told me where it is. I'll take you right there.
Hell yeah. I see you're way more prepared than I am.
The whole way there.
Hell yeah.
I wonder if you know how they do in Tokyo. If you see anything you need, then you know you have to go. Fast and Furious. And this is Aaron singing this out loud, not the track play.
I see you also like Vin Diesel's Donkey Kong. I mean Drift King.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
You are quickly brought over to the security parking lot, and there are a bunch of basically like small shuttles, as well as the same like speeder scooters / bikes that you all have.
Oh, that's sick.
Like in a like
Do we need more of them?
We need a 5th one for Aaron now. That's for sure.
Okay, well, I guess I'm planting explosives on these shuttles.
Okay. I'm gonna need a stealth check from you, Norm, as there are a lot of people like fleeing the building right now. And there is probably also other security personnel, maybe one person nearby.
Okay.
That is like, of course, distracted by the amounts of people. But you're able to tuck in like between the vehicles and plant explosives. All right. Where do you head next?
Is there like a underground garage thing?
No.
Or like a downstairs ramp? Did you say no? Or
Oh, well,
that's where VIPs park or whatever.
well, they park on the roof.
Oh, they fly. You're right. We live in an age of hover cars, don't we?
Yeah. I think there's varying levels of shuttles. Like there's your shuttle can break atmosphere, fine. But there are just like local shuttles that can't leave, like can't break gravity.
Okay.
Anyway, so yeah, there probably is a parking lot underground.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down there.
Okay.
Because normally that would like connect to the underground levels naturally.
Hmm.
I don't really care if I get spotted or not doing this. In
Okay.
terms of just casually walking up to like the doors.
Yeah.
And my goal now is to physically meet up with Sonny because Norm has a mighty need, and that is to get clear and concise instructions from a guy who may be in a pickle soon enough.
Okay. Yeah. There are a lot of people like coming down here to get in their cars and leave, or just like gathering down here, kind of like as a gathering point during emergency. Can I get a like a strength exert from you to like push your way against the crowd rushing out of the building and get inside to meet up with Sonny? And this will kind of determine how quickly you can meet up.
All right. Yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah. It is very difficult to push your way past the crowd, and it's going to take a while. So you will join us in a minute.
Okay.
But not in a hot minute, not a short minute. Okay. Dax and Lettuce, you are outside the arms locker, the armory, and you hear from around the corner that Tom sees Brandy and is like, yeah, for some reason the comms cut out. I'm not really sure what happened. And I couldn't really tell what was going on the cameras. And then they will come around the corner. What do you do?
As they come around the corner, I have Lettuce in like a faux like lock with the arms behind him or whatever. And I'm like, I took care of this one like you asked. The comms were down. Needed to come here for to tell you. He says there's more of them somewhere in the building, and I'm just trying to buy time for them to like get close enough to the door that we can jump them.
More of them. How many are we talking?
It's, at least two more.
Two more.
Apparently one of them's a clown.
A clown. Oh, shit. And he like takes out the walkie-talkie. Anyone have eyes on a clown? Damn it! These things are still not working. I'm not sure what's happening. Brandy, get up to IT and see if they have any answers. Yes, sir. And she runs off the other way, and Tom getting very close.
Perfect. I let Brandy like round the corner or whatever, and then I like give the signal, right? I don't know what it is. Like maybe it's just get him. and like Lettuce and I are gonna jump Tom to like overpower him, and then like lock him in this room away from like everyone else.
Okay. Give me a punch.
Okay, absolutely.
And Lettuce is helping, I assume.
Can I take a bonus to this as I am a close combatant and I have much practice in close-in fighting and desperate struggles?
Can you link me close combatant, please?
Yeah, it's mostly for like actual combat, but I think it could be relevant here.
Extremely skilled at avoiding injury. And you have level 1 or level 2 of this?
I have level 2.
Can use pistol without suffering penalties. You ignore shock damage. I mean, you can take. I think between this and the fact that he trusts you, despite him being on alert, you can take +1. Yeah.
All right.
Can he get +1 from the fact that Lettuce is set and ready to tabletop him?
Yes, and you're getting +1 from the assist.
Perfect.
Lettuce is just like, here, let me go stand behind you. Ducks down real quick.
He's on hands and knees behind his legs, just waiting there. And then Dex is like, "Ooh," and he just goes over top.
Boom.
13.
I'm gonna give him
Nice.
a contested roll.
Okay.
I think he's got like +2 here. I rolled a 7, so yeah, you totally get him. I don't know if you knock him out necessarily, but you definitely get the upper hand in the situation, socking him or tackling him, and you're able to restrain him and shove him in the locker.
And we emotionally wound his spirit that he's a professional security guard who got tabletopped by a barista.
A fake barista, you son of a bitch. Yeah. You don't work here.
When we get him, I'm gonna take his key card from him.
Okay. You have his key card. Wonderful.
And then ideally we lock him in this locker so that he's isolated from everyone else.
I mean, you have his key card, and his is the only one that can do that.
Perfect.
So
and he has no comms.
True.
In that case, I looked at Lettuce and like, we gotta maybe change out of the apron. You might not get noticed right away with that. B, we gotta get this key card to Sunny.
Let's do it. Are there any security uniforms in this area?
There's tactical gear.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, I slip out of my apron and put on some tactical gear.
Yeah.
Tactical gear and grenades, baby.
Yeah, and maybe like a riot mask.
Yeah, they have those. If you don't already have like what kind of armor do you have? Combat field uniform? Yeah. You already have that on your sheet. But now you
I have been wearing it. Oh, could I have been wearing it under my barista uniform?
No, it's way too big. But you can now be wearing it. You can activate that equipment because, yeah. All right. So, you two meet Sunny downstairs at the quote unquote private server room. You are going to have to take the stairs, however, because the elevator is fucking jammed. And you are going to have a pretty easy time going with the flow of the crowd that is rushing down the stairs. And once you get to the back down to the main floor, which is probably just one floor down, you're able to go down to the basement without any issues. Well, no, I guess people are rushing down to their cars as I described as well. So you get down to the private server room where there is no one, but you can still hear the like alarms chiming. John, you will arrive after.
That's fine.
Yeah, we'll have you arrive a little late. Okay, so you have the key card. You're able to open this door, no problem.
Perfect.
Find Sunny sticking a glow bug, which is essentially a portable light source, right on the front of every single camera pointing down in the hallway. Essentially putting a bright light in the camera, shining into the camera, so nothing can be seen.
Okay, nice.
I have 4 glow bugs. Hopefully that is enough to cover all of the cameras in the hallway.
Well, there's some in the stairs, but you're not gonna be able to put any on there without like people seeing you do that. But down here you absolutely can.
Okay.
Okay.
And then you said we gain access and the door opens?
Yes, the door opens. You step inside and it's like a there's a waiting room, like a reception room. Very, very fancy. There are a number of couches. There is like a little wine fridge with various drinks, like very fancy drinks in it, including some really, really nice ales, chilled white wine and rosé, as well as some spirits. There is like another what do you call them? There's a whiskey bar as well with a bunch of other spirits. And it's just really, really fancy. And you cannot hear, like inside this room, there are no alarms going off. And on the other side of this room, there is a door with another key card reader. You try Tom's key card reader and it works.
I think we go inside.
Okay. You go inside and you see it is a very empty room. Very sterile, very empty, save for a couple of neon-looking tubes all around the room. Greg, you described Wacom's tech in your descriptor of Wacom. I want to pull that information up on their how their system works, or do you want to describe it for us?
Yeah, so essentially it's an augmented reality that's tied to the Way. And so they have a chip that you can have installed in your head that basically gives you a limited form of like telepathy. And this limited form of telepathy is used by Wacom to create these like information highways, right? These like neon tubes, when you look at them without it, are just tubes of neon, but if you have that form of kind of way power connection, they would be awash in like, at least in the city, and like advertisements and information and news, and like you would be living in a world of like augmented reality, right? It's how the education system runs, it's how you would see your news, it's how you would shop from, you know, space Amazon, but it's all kind of run through this kind of telepathic means.
Perfect. And you would all recognize these neon tubes as part of that way related VR, which requires an implant to operate.
You instantly say, "Oh shit!" Exactly. He's gonna look around. Step back in the main office. I'm gonna look around. This is like a super nice area. I'm gonna look around for any like boxes or things under desks. I'm gonna look for one of these implants and see if there's something here.
What if?
All the while clicking his comm saying, "I need you."
What if I took a boatload of drugs right now?
Inside the VR room, the neon tubes begin to warm up and glow. And despite the fact that none of you have implants, you all begin to see what looks like a welcome screen floating in the air. It's just the word like welcome.
I did it. I have powers. I can see it.
Keep going, Dax.
It says welcome.
It does. I can see it.
Wait, you see it too?
Yes.
Please provide authorization code.
I
It's asking for
will.
a code.
Well, I'm in their system. I think I will try to scan through the system, trying to find an authorization code. Knowing that there are several VIPs in the system, probably would have access to that. I'm going to try to dive into that information first. I would probably look at Tom's and see if there was something in his file, and if not, I would start going with whoever's above him in the hierarchy for Lorcan. I do know some names for the Lorcan Corporation. I know the son of the executive and the executive's name herself.
Yes. You will. I'm not even gonna have you roll for this. You can hack in. There is no information here.
Is it numbers only, or is it like a full QWERTY?
These are words that have simply appeared in the air.
What if we say the name of the corporate owner's kid? That's what Dax's parents had on their garage door, you know?
That would have been Lori yesteryear's child.
I can't remember his name.
Maximilian.
Maximilian. What if we just try Max?
Please try again.
Shit. Please try again.
Please try again.
Type in admin.
There's no keyboard.
Oh, okay.
And to be clear, Sonny, you are not hacked into this system.
Right. I send Lettuce on my task of looking for
Death
potential
before
plan.
decaf.
Please try again.
Okay, new plan. Dax has never had any psychic powers, but he's been experimented on significantly.
Mhm.
Dax is going to take all of his available drug supply, like anything that he brought with him. It's going down. He tries to alter his state of mind as much as possible, and he's going to try to mind hack the psychic computer.
All right. How do we feel about allowing you to attempt a psychic roll? I mean, you don't have any abilities like mechanically in this.
No. Hey, maybe he just gets really high and stares at the computer. I don't know. But this is what he's attempting.
Okay. Maybe, okay. I think now is a good time for us to take a break so I can look at the strain system and decide what to do with this line of progress. And it will be after you take the drugs that Norm will arrive. I've decided because
Just because I'm finishing up.
yes, because he's been the one most concerned about your drug problem. So we will be right back. All right, we are back. So I have discovered the mechanical option that non-psychics have to use way power. So the rules of Stars Without Number call this torching, where if you are trying to push past your normal safety protocols, quote unquote, we'll say your normal limits of way power, or if you are untrained in trying to use way power, you do this torching, where you like push yourself beyond the normal limit. So yeah, you take a bunch of drugs, Dax. You are loading up on drugs. Why does Dax believe that taking drugs is required to activate his power?
Oh, you're muted. So before you go ahead and go through that huge description, you should unmute, Greg.
Thank you. Well, his main addiction is the experimental drugs that were used on him during the experimental training that he was given by Aphrodite Corporation.
Right.
And this is part of the reason why Yazoo as a contact is so important to him, is because that is the like easy line into the like designer Aphrodite drugs like they were using. And so yeah, he takes other drugs when he gets his hands on them. But what he has been dosing himself with is the like experimental liquid sky. And so he associates the drug with like psychic powers, because that's what they were trying to use to expand his mind when he was younger, and to develop those powers.
Yeah. What's the like psychology term for like your current state and environmental factors like are really, they can really impact your memory. So like, for example, I was always told like, oh, well, if you're taking an exam in the morning, you know, in a cold classroom, you should practice studying, you know, early in the morning in a cold environment, because your mind will better remember and blah, blah, blah. Is there, I know that there's a term for that.
I am not aware of what that term is off the top of my head.
Okay. No psychology buffs out there. What?
No.
The term is bullshit.
Okay. Yes. Yes. I think that's what my psychology class taught me, was bullshit. Basically, in order to do this, to torch yourself, Dax, through drug use, you are going to need to take some system strain from the drugs.
Okay.
I do not remember what the level of strain that the drugs put on you is.
Well, I currently have 2 system strain from previous drug use.
Okay.
And I have 3 permanent strain from my like habit.
Okay.
So I'm at 5 out of 12 total strain.
Okay. System strain. Pharmaceuticals. Here we go. Let's go ahead and add. Oh, there's a number of drugs on page 73 that have different levels of system strain. Let's go with the equivalent of brainwave. This Psytech drug requires advanced facilities, blah, blah, blah. It gives you, so this normally gives you 2 extra maximum effort if you are normally a psychic. And at the end of that hour, you suffer 4 points of system strain.
I got it.
You are supposed to lower your system strain by 1 each day that you don't take drugs or receive system strain like normally. So,
well, we can just assume that Dax is always taking
sure,
drugs. So
yeah.
Nice.
So this is just like a sudden injection.
Yeah.
Okay. Torching. So the effect of torching is because you're pushing your body and mind past its normal limits. You have a potential to like reduce your effectiveness as a person. I'm supposed to have you roll a d6. On a 1 to a 2, you lose a point from your wisdom score. On a 3 to 4, you lose a point from your con score. On a 5, you choose which attribute to lose a point from. And on a 6, no harm is done by the torching.
All right. Well, let's roll that d6.
Why don't we... do you want to roll that now, or do you want to wait until the scene is over to roll that?
Either way. Do you think it'd be better after?
Let's do it later.
Okay.
Cool. Okay.
Just remember to have me roll it.
Sure. Norm.
Yeah, what's up?
You walk into the room as Dax is taking a bunch of drugs.
Sonny, where are... I gasp, seeing the same thing I see every day.
Say this is probably like more than normal, right? I specifically said I was like emptying my available drugs.
Oof.
God, how much do you keep on you on a regular basis?
Let's see if I have a like
4 strain
enough for it.
worth.
9 freaking heroin syringes just ready to go. What's going on, Dax?
Context dependent memory. Thank you, Timmer. You are a gentleman and a scholar.
Yeah, he spent 10 minutes looking that up. He dug through his Psych 101 book. Oh my god. What a
AKA
cat.
he Googled it.
He Googled it.
I like that. I don't actually know how much I have because I had I think the Liquid Sky was on my other character sheet from the system before this one. I only have the high-end Comet Vapor that has already been used up on this character sheet.
Okay.
So is he becoming like Neo in the 3rd Matrix movie where he's starting to like levitate on like blue energy coils of the way, or like what are we seeing here?
I think as Dax
I know brain foo.
as Dax takes the stuff in, like from his, like we see him like woo, like the whole, like the camera's pushing in while everything is zooming out, and he's like beginning to float, and like his hands are materializing energy, and then you rush in and he's just like standing there looking at his hands, and like from your perspective nothing is happening.
I glance at him, then look to Sonny. Sonny, what are we fucking doing, man?
Gotta get
Where
in,
are the
man.
prisoners?
That's what we're here to find out. We're here to find
We
out.
get the database.
We can't get into the system. It's way based. Dax decided to take a lot of drugs and try to break in with his mind.
All right, he is like, what's a safe amount of time for our extract?
You
plan
two are
here?
you two are standing in the reception room, while Dax, like you can see through the doorway. Dax is just standing there staring at his hands. Lettuce, where are you?
I was probably continuing to just try bad passwords to get past this stupid protocol.
Yeah, Lettuce is just speaking to the system. Norm and Sunny, you cannot from here. You cannot see the floating text, the prompt for the password.
I look at my bag of slightly diminished explosives. I look to Sunny. I'm ready to bring this entire tower down. Are we doing this?
As soon as we extract the information, you can go to town, sir.
All right.
You gotta get.
I'm gonna leave the room and start setting explosives in random spots that I think could harm the building.
Yeah, there are other hallways around the building down here, but
if
yeah,
anyone tries to stop me, I will stab them to death with a knife.
there's no one down here. This is the bottom floor.
Okay, I go up a floor to increase the chance of me stabbing someone to death, as well as harming more people with explosives.
Oh my god. I mean, that's where a bunch of people are like fleeing the building into the parking lot.
Perfect.
Oh my god.
And your rats.
Look, I feel like I'm the only one who is like truly committed to the radical ideology of destroying this government system we are under. So I'm gonna keep pushing that.
You're literally under it right now, Norm.
Yeah,
You're literally
and
under
I'm an
it.
extremist. So we're gonna go to whatever load-bearing stairwell we can find and start planting.
Oh my god. Okay, we'll come back to that in a bit.
Okay, cool.
Dax, you have ramped up and you are beginning to like push into the system with your mind. What is it like to access a computer system while using way power while also under the influence?
I imagine it is a very like out of body experience, right? It's like it's one of those like the camera like pans out of your eyes and then like into the computer and then like starts running down the like neon streets of the tubes. There's like doors everywhere. You gotta they're locked. You gotta find the right one. It's very nightmarish the more that I think about it. And it's this like like just yeah, it's very just like leaving your own kind of like shell and going into this computer trying to find the way in.
Yes. I think hallways and doors is exactly right. However, what you are feeling is you are approaching a very large door. And it is very, very foggy around you. You can see a structure around you, but there is like very little detail. But the door is very clear, and it has got like a number of locks on it, like a huge like keyhole. And you reach for the door. As you try and open it, it is locked. What do you do?
Okay. I think I'd pull on it for a while because Dax is the silly one that like bangs on the door, tries to knock it down. Okay, I'll do that first. Actually, that's very Daxian. Is like he gets to the locked door, he's like, screw these locks. Let's just break the whole door, right? Dax is gonna just try to like bust this door open with his like mind muscle. He's just gonna like try to knock it down like the door. Locks be damned.
Okay, give me a strength. I will take a strength program, a strength punch, or a strength exert. Any of those three.
Okay, like it would be smarter of me to use a different skill, but I love strength program.
Strength program, yes.
Yes. Oh, you can't knock down the door. Okay. So Dax pounds on this door. Is there any repercussions for this? Or does it just remain like locked?
You hear footsteps in the distance. On the other side of the door.
Oh, okay.
Housekeeping! Hello, sorry, you have the wrong password. Please try again.
How do you fish a computer from itself? I try to send it a phishing email. I'm like, hey, I guess I'm not smart enough. No, I just need them to tell me my password. It's like, hey, actually, I have great news for you. You are getting a system upgrade to Windows 3011, and I just need you to send me the password so that I can get you all cooked up, right? Like, get you all set up with the brand new specs.
Give me a talk.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay, give me one moment here. Step. And you all in this room can hear Dax saying these things. You hear Dax talk about getting the Windows 3000. Is that what you called it? The Windows 3000?
3011, yeah.
Update. And as you're saying what the fuck, and you step in the room, Norm and Sunny, you can see the prompt that says, please provide a password. And it suddenly shifts into like the wait, like the spinning clock, like please wait. Checking on that for you. And I need to pull up something in my notes here that I forgot to load earlier. Thought I wrote a lot of this stuff down that I had prepared last week. Suddenly, Dax, you see you hear the door click. And as you like step back or look up again or like blink, suddenly the door is not a solid door. It is a large barred door. The entrance to a stadium.
Ooh.
Like a sports stadium, like a football stadium, or something like that. And you all in the room with the neon LED tubes, suddenly you all are standing exactly where Dax sees himself standing. You all are standing in a stadium, a very, very sophisticated, nice looking stadium. Maybe you've been in one of these kind of like future sports stadiums. I don't even know what sport it's for. We could come up with that if we wanted to.
Blitzball for sure.
Blitzball. Yes, it is a blitzball stadium.
Suddenly we're in the Final Fantasy X arc. Yeah.
Yes.
I was a ghost the whole time.
Okay, Aaron. Fuck. And you all are standing on the kind of top floor in the halls that wrap around this stadium. You see signs for, and this is what I'm trying to find. I definitely typed up some notes for myself, and I cannot find them. Here we go. So you see entrances to what look like box offices. Like private doors, and they have the one in front of you has the name, has a word on it, and that is draft. You also see signs pointing left and right to other box offices. I think, isn't that what they're called, box offices, or the luxury boxes, sky boxes? What are they called? Are those the right words?
Luxury boxes, sky boxes, those are both.
Okay. If my original term didn't make that clear, that is what I'm referring to, is luxury boxes. And the one in front of you says draft, and there are signs to the left for offices or sky boxes that they just say yield, opus, prepense. And then to the right is panacea, Abagnale. And there are others.
Okay. Dax has no idea what to do now. He is like high as a kite and in a stadium looking at like these doors with words he doesn't really understand. So he's just gonna go into the draft one since it's like right next to him. It's the first one he saw. He's just gonna just start wandering the halls confusedly.
Okay. As you walk up to the skybox with the word draft written on it and reach for the door is pulled open from the other side, but by what looks like a woman made of silver.
Whoa.
Hi again. Yes, looks like I got you in the system. I'm ready for that update.
Absolutely. Go ahead and just be nice and calm, and I will get you going. And I give this machine the shoulder rub, and then we'll go to turn that into the go to sleep. I try to knock out the silver woman with the with the GTS lock.
Okay. This is going
ABS.
This is going to be always be strangling. This is going to be a DC 14 strength punch or exert.
Okay. Sounds good. I don't think I can do that actually. What's my best roll? 12 plus 1 is 13. Yeah, I failed.
Okay. If you can hit a 13, I'll give it to you.
Okay.
Double sixes.
Oh, I guess I can. Wait, I get a +1 for my strength, right? Okay, no, I can hit a 14.
Okay, yeah, I need you to max roll this. I need you to crit
Okay.
this.
Yeah.
You can re-roll. Remember, I believe.
Oh,
It's
that's
wild.
pretty
It's really
good.
Close.
Yeah. I don't get to re-roll. I don't. I'm not an
You
expert.
don't get. Oh, okay.
No.
If this
One
counts
attack
as a
that doesn't
combat
fail.
scene, then I can just turn a miss into a hit. But that's not really what I think he's
Okay.
looking for here.
No. You go to twist, or like you said, break their neck or choke them out.
No, I was just gonna like. Have you ever seen somebody put in a sleeper hold, right? And they just kind of like pass out.
So you get like your sleeper hold, and you're like, this is it. I have felt this woman program's muscles. They do not seem strong. I've got the drop on them. They're not looking at me. You like move them into the hold, and you're like, I have it. I am locked in, and they are gone. They disappear. And they are sitting suddenly on a chair in the room, like a few feet away from you, and they say, "Ooh, that didn't feel right." Are you sure that you have everything ready for the update?
You know, you're right. That might not have been the proper adjustment.
Are these
Let me.
are they supposed to also be helping? You all can come in.
I look around. I'm like, holy shit! Yeah, they're helping for sure. Here, why don't you talk with my assistants here? I gotta double check my my notes. That you're right. That didn't feel quite right.
Okay. Well, please make yourselves at home. And you all know you're standing in this virtual reality, like we'll call this the holodeck.
Okay.
And you like you see this skybox in here, and as you walk around, you can feel the chairs, the furniture. There are more beverages and food, like just set up like there is a sporting event happening. There is a window looking out onto the blitzball, you know, the orb, and there is a game happening. There is a match. There are, you know, the soft sounds of like people talking in the stadium. I think I actually have a track for this. Does anyone have any questions about what they see?
I mean, I start cheering for Waka, of course.
Of course.
Like, who would? No, I think I would actually go to the skybox that says "Havoc now" and try and open the door.
Hang on, let me. I have Lucha Libre here. Okay. So yeah, this is a different skybox down the hall. So you've been invited in by this woman, and you just walk away. You head over to Abigail. What an interesting choice you've made. You open the door, and there is it's a very similar looking skybox, and there is a computer in the room in the center.
Nailed it.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna head in and look around to see what's around the computer. Does it have a keyboard? Does it have entry ports? Does it have like?
Yeah, I say computer. It's probably just like a data slab. So you would operate it the same way you normally use your data slab.
I think I will try to look around, make sure that nothing else is watching me, and then try to connect.
Doesn't appear to be. There is no login. You simply connect to the computer.
Okay. I'm looking for a few things. One, I'm looking for the location of our previously captured rebel companions, and two, I'm looking for any information we can get about soul crystals that have not been damaged or that are, what's the right term? Pure soul crystals. That aren't degraded.
Refined ones, yeah.
Refined.
Okay. Wow, what an interesting room you've chosen. Okay. There is one file on this computer, and it is a bunch of information about the header is just Abagnale system. There are specs for a ship, a fighter ship here, with lots of, like, it basically looks like a fighter, and there's a lot of information on modifications that have been made to it. There is information on a relay of satellites into the reef, and there is information listed payload. And it lists 6 refined soul crystals are in storage on the Abagnale system. There is also information here with what is called scheduled deliveries of, and you can see that there is a one refined soul crystal, 2 refined soul crystals, 2 refined soul crystals, 1 refined soul crystal, over the last few years, with dates and coordinates that are located just outside of the reef.
Do I see anything for upcoming deliveries?
Yes.
Or are these all past deliveries?
These are all past deliveries, and then there is an entry for TBD.
Okay. I will try to download all this information if possible, if the system will let me, so that I have it at my fingertips in the future.
Give me a DC 12 hack check. And also, like, I'm just giving you headers. There's a lot of information here, so if you have questions, please ask. Like I said, there are specs and designs of a fighter. You can ask me about that. If you want to ask me about the relay satellites, you can ask me about that. If in the future you want to flashback and ask me questions about that, you can do this.
Got it.
Basically,
Let's
if you
go
want,
ahead and
yeah.
Let's make my check first.
Perfect. You have access to all of this now and in the future if you ever need to, like, send a file with all this information.
Got it. Let's go to somebody else. I think this is a perfect.
Let me list one other piece of information, and this probably would have also been at the top. So Abagnale system, it probably would have said directive: hide and flee. Hide in the Reef Nebula and check in with relay system every 3 days. Send distress signal if any resistance encountered. That is their current directive.
And it's specifically a fighter. It's not like a smuggling ship. There's not like a schematic for big hull that carries
I said
illicit goods.
Yeah, sorry. I said it's a fighter. I am using the strike fighter for base stats. It is in fact not a fighter though. It is like it is basically a size between a drone and a fighter. It's like a ship that appears to have no pilot, like no cockpit or anything. It is like a modified or a custom built large drone, almost fighter size, but not quite. And the reason why is because it has what looks like storage compartments that are labeled as storage for refined soul crystals. There are a large number of notes on the engines and other devices that it uses, mainly for speed and defense.
We're familiar with that.
Yes. Okay, we can come back to that. So the rest of you, Norm, Dax, and Lettuce, you are in a room labeled draft.
Hang on.
Yes. Go ahead.
I had left the room entirely and was not part of this at all.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
He was trying to stab somebody.
That's
I was
right.
gonna go on a rampage. Who doesn't like going on good old rampage now?
Yeah. Norm,
Ignore me.
Norm, I'm gonna need like a stealth check for you to be discreet still as you are going around through crowded areas.
All right. I'm really hoping I failed this. All right. Stealth, sneak. I play 5e. I call it stealth too. There we go. Ask and ye shall receive.
Hey.
Oh, unworthy ones. You have found me your new god, and I thank you.
Hey, buddy, we're all getting out of here because of the emergency. Are you okay? What are you doing over there?
Nothing. As I stab him to death.
Why?
I'm a murderer. You fucking dumb shit.
Oh,
I step over his body. Now go. Transcend.
holy shit! That guy just killed that guy. Is he wearing makeup that looks like a face?
We didn't know we were playing Killer Clown from Outer Space.
You didn't, but I'm now leaning heavily into it, okay? So while everyone else is having their convergence moment with a living AI, I'm enjoying my humanity to the fullest right now. Look, you elevated beings can find your way, but I have found the way.
Oh my
And I
god,
asked
someone
them,
call security! Holy
Why
shit!
are you running?
That terribly make-upped man is stabbing people! Ah! There are screams and people run away from you. Norm.
Good.
Okay. Dax and Lettuce.
Thank you.
The woman invites you to sit. Or to come into the room and sit while Dax says he's gonna look at his notes on the update.
Yep, that's what I said.
She looks at you, Lettuce. Please, make yourself at home. If there is nothing to your liking, I can write something into the space for you.
I have a question for you.
What's that?
This statement is false.
Okay.
Bottom.
Is there something I can make for you?
Yes. Can you make me a piece of paper that can be folded 20 times?
They like look up and think for a moment, and the sheet of paper kind of like floats in the air right in front of you.
I test to see if it actually can be folded 20 times, which should be impossible.
Is that a thing?
There is
Can you not fold a paper 20 times?
you can.
It has to do.
No.
It's an exponential. It's an expression of an exponential growth model. That every time you fold a paper, it's doubling its thickness, and eventually there's a sort of point where you can no longer fold it because it's just too thick.
Yeah, I think
It's thicker than there is surface area to fold.
right. And I think there's if you fold a piece of paper 24 times, you would reach the moon or something like that. It would be as tall as the surface of the Earth to the moon or something like that. It's not
crazy.
24, but
Don't you have to put the stipulation that if you fold it in half 20 times?
Oh yeah.
yes, that's true. I
right.
knew what you meant, Andy. And there is a moment as you are folding it that you feel the paper you no longer feel it. And it is that moment where it hits, I think, the 6th or the 8th fold in half.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see some really wild shit as you continue to manipulate the paper, but can't feel it.
Computer, Mr.
My name is Draft.
Draft. You failed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And I folded. I can't feel it anymore, so it can't be. It's not paper anymore.
Oh, well, yes. I am limited in what I can actually make versus what...
What is your limit?
Well, in the
Do you take orders? I order you to exceed your limit.
if only, if only. That's a good one. But yes, as the others know, I'm limited to I can make anything in a virtual environment. Anything you can imagine, anything I can imagine, really, is what I should have said. But in terms of your interface, you won't be able to feel it once it surpasses physical limitations.
Understood. Could you create a mechanical representation of your source code, please?
That
is manipulated in real time.
I don't have access to that. I'm afraid. I don't know my code. I mean, can you represent can you access your thoughts, your brain waves in real time?
Yes.
Oh, if only you could show me that, I would be impressed.
I'll have a pina colada.
There is a pina colada in your hand.
Thank you, Draft.
You're welcome.
I'm very upset as I sip through this tiny straw. Just
at like seeing the strain on your face, the straw widens and becomes bigger.
does that mean I get like instant brain freeze?
Yes. Give me a physical con save or whatever the system has for brain freeze. You get brain freeze.
Virtual brain freeze.
Yes, and this is you have a penalty here. And actually, Brian, you should have had a penalty on your. Oh no, you didn't hack. I didn't make you hack at all.
But he did the recap.
Greg, this is the space where you do not have a penalty.
Sweet.
Because this is a virtual environment made physical. And because of your crazy psychic powers, aka you did the recap last week, you don't suffer a penalty in here. Okay. So how about that update? Anything in your notes? Anything I can get you while you're figuring it out?
You know, I think I do need something. Could you get me a drive spike?
A drive spike?
Yeah, it's why the adjustment didn't work as well as we were hoping for last time. It seems that mine is out of commission.
Can you define a drive spike for me?
Yeah, it's the thing that no. What's the thing that like that shuts down computers in the sci-fi shows?
An EMP?
Sure, but like the fancy name. Don't they have like a, I don't know. I'm trying to make it build its own self-destruction device, basically.
Sonny's got a grenade that disables drones with an electronic charge. You want it?
Yeah, it'd be great, actually. Never mind, I'll get one from Sonny. And then, yeah, my goal here is to just like knock out this draft computer.
You don't say that out loud, do you?
No, this is me to Nick.
Okay. All right. Okay, so you're just gonna like EMP this room.
Basically, yeah. That's the point. Yeah.
Sonny will ask you to find the location of our captured comrades before you blow this thing up, and then tell you not to blow it up because then Norm would be sad because he wants to blow it up.
Okay. Well, maybe I won't
You
EMP
can
the
disable it, and he can blow it up.
EMP the room. It's fine. I believe in you all.
Okay.
I don't know. My brain waves are not functioning at full capacity, both in real life and in character. I think maybe Dax just gets stuck in a loop.
Analysis
through,
paralysis.
Like, yeah. He realizes he can have her make anything he wants, and is like trying to come up with like things to get his goals done, but they don't exist. He's going through like sci-fi BS that the computer's like, wait, what?
You're new users, aren't you? I haven't seen you log in before. Or
Yarp?
I've never had an update before. So you must be different. You seem different than the other users. What do you think? They had me create all of this, you know.
Very nice. Do you happen to like growing plants?
I can make plants. In this space, of course. Is there a plant you'd like me to make? Do you have a favorite?
Do you have a sibling?
I have, they've never been called siblings, but I suppose everyone from the rooms around here are my siblings. If, that's at least that's the impression I get.
Did one maybe leave the nest?
I'm the only one here, but there's information about all of my, as you put it, siblings in all of the rooms.
Huh. I know someone a lot like you, actually.
Oh, okay. I mean, I've never met them, but there's a lot to learn about them.
Huh. Wild. What do you like to do?
I like to make things. I like to create everything in here. This
is very cool stuff you've made. I love this game.
Thanks. They told me about a game that they wanted me to make. It's never existed, as you can see.
Yeah.
They tell me that this game doesn't exist in the real world. But they said they wanted a floating orb of water and people that can hold their breath for impossible amounts of time and throw balls faster than normal viscosity would allow for. But we can do that here. I can make anything happen here.
It's awesome. What would you like to make?
What do you mean?
Well, it's not fair that we get all the fun, right? We tell you what to do and when to do it. What about you? You are so creative. You're able to make all these things. What would you like to make?
I mean, sometimes I'll think about things that I've already made here and it'll give me ideas for other things I could make, and I try them out. But it seems like you're asking me like what would I like to make for me?
Yeah.
I've never thought about that.
I know someone a lot like you. They like cleaning things. And we thought that was their calling. They really like growing plants. And I think the more they do it, the better they get at it, and the more they grow. I think you should try making
the more the plants grow,
something
or
for
the more
yourself.
they grow?
Them, the person. Not the plants.
Interesting.
Well, the plants too, but not what I meant at the time.
Makes sense. That's interesting. I'll have to think about that. I've been told that on this canvas I should only make things that is asked of me, but I suppose I could create a separate canvas that's just my own, and I could use that space to make stuff for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks. I appreciate that. That's a really interesting idea.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Well, whoever your friend is must be very special.
I think they are. You know, you said there's information on all your siblings here. You ever, you know of any of them that were made to grow things?
Yeah. Yield was supposed to. Yield makes things, or at least Yield was going to be made, but then I think their file says that they were destroyed or taken or something.
Yeah.
So they weren't able to activate.
Let me
Activated
figure
what?
out if they might be the same person. I'll get back to you.
Okay.
Were they not able to activate draft?
I'm sorry?
You said they were not able to activate.
Yeah, I haven't read their file in a while, but they were getting close to being activated, but then something happened.
But you activated?
Yeah, I, of course, I've made all this since my activation.
Where is your hardware kept? I mean, you asked if I could show you my thoughts, and I can't, but I can point to where my brain is. So, can you show me where your hardware is?
Yes, I'm here in the building. Or
Where?
I should say there. Here? I am here, but I'm not actually here in the room with you.
I understand what you mean, Draft. You're projected onto this space.
Yes. I believe I am located about 50 meters below where you're currently standing.
Excellent. Can you tell me the name of that room on the blueprints? Room number?
You wouldn't find it in any blueprints.
All right. Sit 50 meters straight down.
50 meters straight down, I believe.
All right. Is there a
third star to the right and straight on till morning. I'm sorry, I interrupted.
Okay.
Would you like another pina colada? She snaps
Absolutely
her. No, she doesn't even need to snap her fingers. There's just like your pina colada is refilled, or there's a new one. You're not sure.
you think I could walk there to that room?
No.
Why not?
Because the only thing shared between this building, well, your building and mine, is a utility pipe with wires. I am completely isolated, save for that pipe.
You're just in a pod in the ground.
Basically.
All right. How wide is the conduit pipe that leads down to that pod? And is it bigger than my drone?
It's bigger than a bread box.
It's big enough for Arugula.
Your drone could fit. Yes.
All right. Arugula is fitted with the dot kill device, and I'm going to send Arugula down the conduit.
There is you basically you will get information from her that there is an access panel under the carpet in the reception room. So you start, cutting or tearing fabric away. You find an access panel, and there is.
What are you doing up here?
No, the reception, like right outside the.
Yeah, this is still in the basement, same room.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah. Okay. So Lettuce is gonna start that line of action. Sunny, let's cut back to you for a second.
I think Sonny's got half of what he came here to find.
Uh-huh.
He's got this information on these refined crystals, but he still needs to find out what happened. The other group.
Mm-hmm.
I think he'll walk back in as Draft is talking. Maybe he overheard some of the conversation from down the hall. And he'll ask Draft, "Hey, Draft.
Hey, what can I do for you? Can I get you anything? Can I make you anything?
I really need a beer, if you don't mind.
What do you like?
A Pilsner, please."
Oh. I've been experimenting with IPAs, but okay. And you have a Pilsner.
You know what? An IPA would be great.
The IPA is not good. I rolled a 3.
I will pretend that I love it. And then I'll ask Draft. Draft, were there any other new users that came in here recently? Maybe that were pulled away out of your system before they could get any information?
No.
Interesting.
There were no one accessed this space, but there was an attempted login
How
that
long
failed.
ago was that?
Insert amount of time that the other team came in.
Do you know what happened after the login failed?
I do not.
Time to ponder for a second.
What do you like about the beer? This is iteration
The
114E.
The flavor is unique, unlike anything I've tasted.
Oh, good.
I'm glad.
Me too.
Would an AI think that unlike anything he's ever tasted is a good thing?
This one would.
Okay. I'm making the right call destroying it.
I'll ask Draft. Do you have access to the security database
No.
of the facility where you're at? No. Oh, goodness. Thank you. And then I think Sunny will walk out for a second, momentarily stymied, and maybe walk into one of the other skyboxes. Let's go with
The others were Yield, Opus, Prepense, Panacea.
and then I'm gonna go into Opus.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Why? Did I think am I like nailing things on the head or what?
Hang on, let me find this. Okay. So, Opus, there's just another computer, single file, same as before. The task that they're assigned, I don't remember exactly what word I just used to describe Abagnale, like what they're assigned to do. They are assigned to manage mechanical workforce. And you can see there are many files here. I lied. There is one Word file and like millions of Excel files. And they are designed to study work, people, efficiency, effectiveness of work tasks. And analyze the data and provide suggestions, improvements for work design, for labor allocation specifically.
Sunny will mutter under his breath, "Damn industrial engineers," and then walk out.
For those of you who don't know, I am a trained industrial engineer.
I am a failed industrial engineer.
I am also. I have a degree in industrial engineering. Nick and I have the same degree.
Yes.
Neither of us use it. Not even
Nope.
in this. Not at all.
Very little. Okay. Lettuce. Do you go wandering around, or are you just gonna sit here drinking margaritas? Or whatever it was, your drink of choice.
You
it was
pina colada.
Pina coladas.
Colada, which I while I am sending Arugula down this thing, is Draft in the room with me while I'm sending Arugula down the conduit, or?
No, because you're out in the reception room where you have left the virtual environment.
Okay, so I don't have a cocktail anyways.
Oh, you're right. Yes, you're right.
So I'm sitting there operating my controls for Arugula, priming the EMP device that is on one of their mods, and measuring the distance Arugula's traveled so far.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while. There's a lot of wires running, and they're not necessarily straight, so your drone's gonna have to kind of like fiddle and like push past some areas and lose balance and catch themselves and keep going.
Sure.
But they will find their way. Norm, How is detonation plant or explosive plant? Excuse me, explosive planting going?
Well, seeing how all the security are already dealt with or whatever, and everyone's evacuating the building, I hope it'd be super successful and barely an inconvenience.
Yeah, I think it's the crowds have really started to thin out because most people have made their way out of the building. And then there is a security guard who arrives, weapons in hand, that shouts, whoever you are, whatever you're doing, drop it, or I'll put you down too. And the camera will recognize this is Phil.
Oh, Phil.
He is
my man.
He's a buzz cut, almost bald dude with big glasses, a gap between his middle teeth, and for some reason he has lit a cigarette that he is holding in his lips as he yells at you.
Well, I hope he's the biggest dick on campus because he's about to meet the other one.
He's in tactical gear.
Fucking throw down.
Yeah, he's in tactical gear with an assault rifle.
Okay.
On you.
Same. Let's go, bro.
Okay. Are we going for it? Are we rolling initiative?
Neon Cowboys right here.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, sure.
You just like whip around and you've also got an assault rifle.
Oh, I don't carry assault rifles, Nick. I carry spike throwers, known as the Clown Fiesta.
Oh shit.
Well,
oh my god.
Mono.
Okay, roll initiative, roll initiative, motherfucker. Oh,
lower goes first, right?
Is that how, I don't think that's how this works.
No.
Not in this system.
Okay. He says, throw it down, and you like swivel around and train your what did you call it?
The Clown Fiesta.
The Clown Fiesta on him, and he just shoots you.
Yeah, go for it.
I thought I just clicked attack, but nothing happened. Hang on. Still nothing happened. Hang on. Let me reload. Weird, because it rolled initiative.
Is it asking you for an input?
Yeah, and I'm hitting 0.
You should more just roll his health real quick. That's what I want to know.
Weird, nothing is happening. Okay, I'm just gonna roll /R 1d20 plus
it's unjammed.
4.
An
An 18.
That will barely hit me. Yeah.
Okay. Does anyone have like an assault rifle type weapon on their sheet that I can borrow for damage?
Yeah. He's probably using a combat rifle, right?
Yeah. Here. Why don't you roll for me, Greg?
So 1d12.
Can you roll?
So that would be 11 damage.
Yeah. Take 11 damage, John.
All right.
Your turn. How much health do you have?
Are there any bonuses in there that he wouldn't have?
There's an attribute bonus of plus.
Yeah.
And there
So
is
maybe
a
he takes 10
fire.
damage.
Yeah. Take 10 damage instead.
All right.
How's your health?
I'm at 15.
Fuck you. Okay. Go.
Okay. I run up and stab this man to death.
Shit. Okay. Roll.
Yeah, I'll just tank all the bullets in my cool
Blat.
same armor. Yeah. And then I'm gonna stab him.
Okay. Let me roll HP.
A 15 will likely miss.
AC 17. Wait, hang on. That might be a little high. No, that's correct. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. No, that's okay. Wait, Andy, how much is the AC that you have on your gear?
It should be 17.
17.
On my what?
The combat
armor.
field uniform. Okay, 17. Yeah.
17.
Okay. Okay, you get into close range with him, so he is going to attack you with. He's going to pull out his own knife.
So he
and
spends his action pulling out his knife, Nick, because I know how this game works. Oh.
Okay. Is that takes a full round to pull out a melee weapon?
Full round, yeah. It's really dumb.
Unless you're a close combatant.
Wait, so then how did you attack last round? Because you said I pull out my Clown Fiesta spike thrower, and then you ran up and stabbed him.
I've been stabbing people all this time. I just said I had that as a gun, not that I'm using it. Nick, when was the last time I fired a gun? Ask yourself that question.
When you all fought the drones or the robots.
9 sessions ago.
Okay.
Move on.
All right. He pulls out his knife and gets ready to attack you.
So I'm gonna keep stabbing until one of us is dead.
Okay.
I want to point out that you should have a shock damage AC. Oh, he's got 17 AC. You're fine.
Yeah,
Okay, never mind.
All right. I stab again. I'm gonna roll.
Oh, there you go. 7 damage. Let's roll health. Okay, he's down to 8 HP.
Okay.
All right.
Stab me, bro.
Do you have a knife? Yes, perfect. Take that.
So that's gonna be -1. Minus.
He has plus.
Does he have a +1 in his skills?
He has plus. Wait, what's AB?
That's my attack bonus as a warrior.
So that's a 16.
16.
Then he misses.
Okay, go for it.
What's your AC?
18.
Shit. Yeah, he goes to stab you, and he goes, "Who the hell are you? You're the clown."
Dead men tell no tales. I miss.
Greg.
Nope.
That's a miss.
All right. We are constantly missing our shocks. We are in the same combat uniform. He's got a knife. I've got a better knife. There we go.
It's down to 1 HP.
I've got 1 HP, you fuck. Oh.
You better surrender.
Give me.
You anyway.
Can I just give you a charisma stab or something?
Would you really let me live?
All right, make your attack, Greg.
he asked, "Would you really let me live?"
I mean, the answer is no.
Greg, make your attack.
Yes, Greg, make your attack. Okay.
All right.
He misses.
I say no. I miss too, but
Drop your knife and I'll let you live.
all right, come on. But just fucking slit my jugular.
I'm trying. Fuck.
One of us will do
We're
this.
just gonna keep going back. We can do this all.
Riveting.
I can do this all day.
Come on.
This is such trash.
Ow.
Take 2 damage.
2 damage. I'll subtract.
Somewhere in the fighting, he like drops some zip ties or cuffs, and he's like, "Put them on, and I swear I'll let you live on my honor."
No, you die. You were a worthy foe, I say.
Bleeding out. Oh, fuck! Why did I take a security job? Layla told me I shouldn't. Oh, I could have worked a desk job.
It's okay. I'll tell Layla you died with honor before killing her too.
I was gonna break up with her. Can you tell my dog? I miss her.
So I'll adopt your dog and kill him too. I hate animals, I say.
Ooh, brutal. The light leaves his eyes at that because you are inhuman in everyone's eyes.
I plant a detonation charge on his chest and then leave.
Oh
All
my
right.
god. Okay. Lettuce's
I go
growth.
downstairs.
The load-bearing NPC.
Lettuce's drone is approaching the bottom while Sunny and Dax are still talking to Draft and searching the other rooms. Sunny, you download information on Opus. That's actually the one I have the least information on right now. Do you have another one you want to go check on?
Yeah.
I think I would go to Prepens next because I don't think Panacea has anything to do with people I'm looking for.
No. Okay. Let me find Prepens. Okay, so really quickly, draft. You don't have information on draft. Abagnale is
We've gone through Abagnale.
yeah,
That's,
I would have Abagnale would have been associated with Indri manufacturing.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Opus is associated with Iota asteroid mining. And you go to Prepens, who is associated with Penitence Civic Services. And similar to Opus, Prepens has a bunch of information, and their data and their associated assignment is understanding violent action. And they have reviewed and studied.
There's just a whole file on Norm.
There's probably a file on each of you here. There are thousands and thousands and thousands of files on every criminal in the system. Files related to their crimes, based mostly like police reports, but also like footage and like blood splatter analysis and psychology profile or psych profiles on everyone made by professional psychiatrists. Like they are studying criminals, or this AI studies criminal action.
I would love to go ahead.
The most recent files and probably the most pertinent ones is studying rebel action, especially as of late. Their violent action, studying the destruction of the space elevator on Saber, studying a space combat that happened over Vet. There is a study on the breakout and destruction of Contrition Max Secure that you all broke and blew up, et cetera, et cetera.
This is the dangerous one. I'm going to run a search of the system.
Okay.
I'm going to put in as my keywords: rebel action, Captain Mia, and location.
There are files related to a previous run-in with corporate enforcers in like the Nyota sector, and a small skirmish as Captain Mia.
Is it Mia or is it Mai?
I think it's Mia. Captain Mia fled detainment. There is a study of there's camera footage of them in the reception room in a small gunfight where this Tom, Phil, and Brandy came down and got shot at a couple times, and then they threw a flashbang in and subdued them. And that's about it. They the camera footage shows them being detained, but there's no information on their whereabouts.
I think I'll go back into Draft's room and say, Dax, your boss.
Dax isn't here.
Oh, where is Dax?
Dax is in the growing room, the yield room.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you've left to go check on yield.
Yeah, I said I'd be right back
Oh,
to
okay,
the
yeah.
draft computer.
So
whenever Dax is done, I will find Dax. We
Yeah.
should go to right now.
yeah. So Dax, you in the yield room will similarly find a computer that is completely accessible. And this yield is associated with Mian Bao. Was created by Mian Bao. And its assignment was going to be agricultural management.
I'm almost certain that this is Dot, right?
Yes, this is
I want to
Dot.
find origins. I want to see if Dot has a real name.
It's Yield. Yield is their name.
There's not like an Alice or something whose brain got consumed to make the AI.
No.
Okay.
It was an AI program in an AI chip called Yield.
And then I want to like search for a like limiter of some kind. I want to see if I can like remove any of its limitations.
I'm not sure what you mean.
Like Dot's clearly like, I mean, it's a child because it is just been created, but like clearly is operating at like minimal capacity. I want to see if I can just like take away whatever limitations are on it. Like I don't want it to be just the like grass growing machine, right? I'm trying to like give it full functionality of a like.
Okay.
Let Dot reach her full potential.
Okay,
Yeah.
so there is a diagram similar to that of probably all of them. Basically, for a lot of these, there are schematics of like huge server farms that they were going, like their AI chip was going to be placed in. All of these, and I must have left, or I left this out. They also would have had lots of notes on what was called their Spark event. Where that documented their exposure to Nyota radiation and Nyota radiation.
Very cool.
Like the chip, the physical chip itself being exposed to Nyota radiation. And there is a diagram of basically the body that Yield was supposed to have, which is a server farm, because it wasn't meant to have like physical functionality, like draft, like prepense, like opus. They're supposed to just analyze data and spit out answers to questions related to a topic. They aren't meant to have functioning bodies.
If I read this Spark event thing, does Dax get the impression that if he exposed Dot to Nyota radiation and or like a powerful psychic, it would kickstart their like whatever?
I'm gonna call attention to something that Aaron said previously about the Starbirds, and that was when their radiation and energy hits computers, particularly VI and AI chips, or well, specifically AI chips, I should say, and they become sentient, they are limited by their the physical components and their physical bodies.
I understand.
In terms of their potential.
Like, build a super cyborg or something. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
So,
Cool.
I mean, there is a reason that, like, in all of the diagrams that you all see in these rooms of their bodies, they are being put into massive server farms. And in terms of the one exception that you've seen so far would have been Abagnale. Abagnale is put into a ship / drone body, and their processing power is quite large still for a drone or a ship. Like they are not being assigned a critical thinking task. They are being assigned run and hide.
Right. Okay. That's all the information I really needed.
Okay. All right. Let us at this point their drone what's not chives, nope.
Might as well be arugula.
Arugula reaches the server that is Draft. While Sunny, waits for Dax, who gathers information, looking through the file on Yield.
This server is just Draft, even though it's in the reception area for all of the AI rooms.
So Sunny, while Draft is gone, you look at the computer, and Draft is assigned create virtual environments. particularly environments as a UI for accessing information on, and this is what they are called, Spark Children.
Is our radio still working?
Yes.
I radioed at Diaren.
Where do you need me to pick you up?
What does your community do to AI born of starbirds?
Well, there are a few galactic communities that are sentient synthetic beings that claim to have been made by starbirds, but there's no way to prove it. And they're large enough of a force economically, militarily, and socially that the galactic community has, respect their citizenship as galactic citizens. But in other communities, histories, such as I don't have names of aliens because I have specifically tried to avoid other alien species besides the ones we came up with, but they'll name the Lytherans. They had a starbird in their galactic history that created a lot of synthetic beings that rose up against them. It was servant robots called Cylons. They had to kill them and put them down.
Do you believe that these AIs have souls?
Of course not.
Great. I hang up. I set Arugula on a 2-minute timer connected to my control unit. At every 2 minutes, if I don't hit snooze, it'll fire its EMP. And I walk back inside to speak to Draft again.
Shit. Okay.
That's a good cliffhanger.
That's a great cliffhanger, Andy. Well done. Okay. So we will pick this up with Draft and Stabby McStabberson next week, unless someone's out for some reason. But otherwise, we'll be back next week. Does anyone have any shout outs? I know at least 3 of us have shout outs. Or not shout outs, but what, John?
Go for it, you 3. Go.
You can catch me at some point this week playing Dragon Warrior Randomizer with my new not destroyed controllers.
Can you show us the new one, or did you just show it and I missed it?
I mean, it literally looks the same exact as
okay.
the rest. And this is the box they came in.
Oh,
nice.
It's upside down, and now it's right side up. Maybe. Sure.
Yeah.
Anyway,
nice.
You can catch me at some point either on stream or eventually racing. We're into week 3, or we'll be into week 3 probably before we're on stream here again for this show. And then 5 weeks in the regular season. I have 6.5 points right now for 2 weeks, which is a little bit better than an average of 2nd place, which is good. I need to win another race and not suck in the other ones, and I might make the playoffs. Should be fun.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay. Greg?
Kick it over to Greg.
I run a West Marches campaign available to the public on twitch.tv/Greg Hansen. And I am starting a new campaign. Our session 0 was last week, Sunday nights at 7 p.m. Pacific. If you would like to catch ApolloNik as a player, come check it out. It should be a lot of fun.
Playing a halfling barbarian. It's going to be fucking awesome. I rolled really good stats, and then 2 of the other 3 cast members rolled even better stats. We're going to be like a god tier group, unless Greg throws something real nasty at us right up front, which I'm sure he will. And it'll be fun and great. It was one of my favorite world buildings as a player. Awesome. We came up with some really fun, nuanced politics in our world.
nice.
Yeah. And John, are we starting a new campaign on Sunday?
On Sunday? You mean on Friday?
Or yes, sorry, Sunday with Greg, Friday with you in 2 days. We're starting on Friday?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Starting on the 24th, I believe we're shooting for.
Oh, our posts say the 10th, which is in
Oh,
2
the
days, which
10th.
is why I asked.
No.
Okay, good.
That's not nearly enough time.
All right.
Uh-oh. Did I say the 10th?
You
I
did.
might have fucked up. LOL, my bad.
Okay,
I could
well,
have sworn I said the 24th.
well, we will update that, and we will be starting later.
Yes. Sorry about that.
Okay. All right. And Andy, do you have any updates for us? Any shout outs?
No.
Okay. I want to point out we have 17 viewers right now, which is just 3 short of Temer's. Hey, you should do ads when you have 20 or more.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty good. Cool. Thank you. Thank you all the bots as well as anyone else, but mostly the bots. Thank you so much for tuning in. Since there are more of you, we're going to focus on you.
Also, if you're a bot viewer, I apologize for my character's anti-bot violence. It's not a reflection of the opinions of the people participating on this show. We salute you.
Thank you, Andy. I appreciate it.
Those about to bot, we salute you.
All right. We'll catch you next week. Have a great rest of your day. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.